Hey everyone, here's a little update with the 33 long. So as you can see, I set up the tank recently. I reset up the tank, rescaped the tank a bit to as close as I could get it to the way I had it set up before, which I loved. Does look like a bit of a mess, I suppose, but it worked for me. I liked it. So I've been having trouble finding crypts recently. They're crypt Wenty bronze and green, similar to what I found before. And I had ordered some on eBay, and they didn't look right. Kind of look like yeah, kind of sort of like that. It's a different variation, which is all right and all, but I really like the way these look. They're more of a narrow leaf. There's so many different varieties of crypt Wenty. Water's a little bit cloudy right now because it just got done playing in the tank. So as I mentioned in the previous video before, this crypt Balense here that I got from the LFS, and this crypt Balense over here does not look the same. I mean, it is what it is. I wish it all looked like this though, because that's kind of what I'm used to, but I'm not sure about all this right now though. This is kind of like my crypt forest here, I guess you would call it. But like I said, this is very similar to how I had it set up in how I previously had this tank set up. It's just a real shame that pretty much all the plants I had in that tank are gone. They died, withered. This Rotella indica looks like shit. This is really all I can find of it. This is what Petco had. So I'm hoping it'll kind of look better over time, prop up some new growth. Yeah, thinking on it, this is mostly a crypt tank, obviously. But I like the little variation of a few other random plants. Yeah, there's a few things different about this setup. Obviously, I don't have this big sword in here, which is really a bummer because I feel like that's what really made the tank. I'm gonna keep looking for a big sword, but yeah, I got these two little swords for now. Like I said, I loved how it was in the center, and it totally made the tank. It looked awesome. This is a little bit different compared to the tank setup before. I got all these little crypts here. I think it's crypt Lucians or something like that. Lucens. Before, I didn't really have much going on in here. I just kind of had a few of these small little crypts here, and that was it. Those are usually kind of hard to find, but still thinking about my fish stock. And I'm not sure which way to go yet. It's not the right timing to start adding fish anyways, because pretty sure my nitrogen cycle hasn't completed yet. So I'll give it a little bit of time. Yeah, in this corner here, I got the Ludwigia rippens. I don't know if I'll leave it or not. I'm guessing that they're probably not going to grow. So when I think of something better, I'll probably end up ripping it out. What I really like to do is like a great big sword right here. Okay, like I had before. And then another one over here. I think that would be cool. I also had some Christmas moss recently, but I'm not going to use it in the tank. I was going to use it to cover this piece of driftwood, but it's a little bit too messy for my liking. Another plant that I got on eBay. It's such a bummer because the LFS that I go to, that I had luck with finding all these plants before, doesn't have the plants I was looking for. And I'm trying to stick to what looked good in the tank and what I had success with. So, not that I can't have success with other plants, but I hate getting something and just kind of watching it melt and just die. So, I'm sticking to these plants for now. For my stock, I'm thinking um, I have many different thoughts on that. So I'm thinking neon tetras, guppies, white clouds, some other kind of schooling tetra. Not all necessarily in the same tank. It just those are kind of the fish that I'm throwing around thinking about getting. I think this might look possibly cool as an all white cloud tank. But then again, white clouds aren't really heavy schoolers, so I like the thought of having something that's a little bit a more heavy schooler. White clouds are kind of more or less a shoaling fish. They don't they'll hang out in groups, but they don't really school essentially. Although I gotta admit that it would look pretty cool in the tank to have like 20 white clouds in this, especially the golden variety. But I was also thinking about neons. That one will look really cool. I was thinking about guppies again. Another thing I don't like about guppies is they're so messy and they shit everywhere. I mean, it's what it is. They're a live bearer, so that's what they do. But they're really cool fish. And the LFS is still running the sale that they had back in the summer when I got them. You can get 10 guppies for $25, which is pretty cool. But I think I'm gonna wrap this up. It's getting late, 12:30. All right, peace out.